Yeah, I think so. I think towards the bottom of your lineup, you have to win your matchups, and that's what we're going to try to do tonight. And moving forward, I think that depth of our forward group is a strength for us, and we have to use it, and we have to be able to be reliable. So I think they approach things similarly. So I think it lends to a great matchup, and everybody getting used and needing all 12 guys up front.
Next up, we'll go to Mark Masters. Go ahead, Mark.
Jason, what have you appreciated about Joe Thornton when you've played on the same line with him?
Yeah, just a very smart player. Talks a lot of communication. He's obviously elite passer, knows how to create time and space for himself, and a guy that I think we play the game. We can read off each other well. So we've had some good looks as a line. We've done some good things. We need to cash in a few more chances, but other than that, it's we're starting to build some chemistry, me, him, and Kerf.
What stands out to you about how Jack Campbell has navigated the challenging season when it comes to dealing with an injury, playing through an injury, that sort of thing?
Yeah, he's kept a good attitude the whole time. It's frustrating as a player. Being injured is probably the most frustrating thing you can go through, especially when you're playing good like Soup was. So he's kept a good open mind about everything. I think he took his time coming back on the second one to make sure that it was feeling better, and now they gave him a little bit of rest after having another good start, and now hopefully he can string together some games for us. But just a great guy that works really hard in practice and tries not to show that it was frustrating him, but we all know as players that it's difficult to deal with injuries, and Soup did a great job.
I think they're a deep team, outside of Scheifele, Wheeler, Connor. They still have a very deep lineup that can make you pay if you're not sticking to your structure. So, they're a group that's going to work extremely hard and play to their game plan, and we have to be ready for that.
It's obviously a weird year in so many different ways. You guys are battling for first place right now. What value do you see in that top seed and home ice advantage this year?
Well, I think at any point, like as a person or a team, you want to be number one. So obviously that's our goal, is to win every single game and to be as highly seeded as we can going into playoffs. So, but that being said, we have a lot of hockey games right in front of us right now. We can't really worry about that too much. We're take it one game at a time.
Next up, we'll go to Mark Zielinski, Toronto Star. Go ahead, Mark.
Hi, Zach. Just simply, what's harder, becoming a first-place team or staying in first place?
I don't know. That's 1A and 1B, I guess. It's obviously in the regular season when you get on a roll and you can pile up some points. It seems that you can kind of create some momentum that way, but every team, I think, goes through ups and downs, and you're going to kind of follow a little bit, I guess, throughout the season. But for the most part, I think we've done a really good job of trying to be consistent. Things have gone a little bit of a slide, but teams, that happens to teams. So we're looking to, build our game up the last, 20 games or so, building into playoffs.
I think there's a little bit of advantage in the last change piece of it, but I think, especially in hockey, you can, especially in a season with no fans, maybe that gets a little bit overblown. I think there's also some advantages to being on the road and just rolling your lines out and forcing the opposition to adjust to you. All of that said, I think when you're competing in the season, you're competing to put yourself in as best position as possible. And for us, that's, we've been in first for a good portion of the season, and that's something that we wanted because it shows that we're doing good things. So, maintaining a level of consistency throughout a season is a challenge, and we've lived through that, and we will continue to do so the rest of the way. So that's what we're seeking is consistency right through to build the proper habits that, no matter what the situation is in the playoff setting or who your opponent is, that you feel confident about the work that you've done to get to that point.
What sort of potential do you see to get Alex Galchenyuk involved in special teams moving forward?
Yeah, I see some potential there. I think you'll see him there a little bit on the power play tonight. So we'll give him a bit of an opportunity there. So that's part of it is him and what he can bring, and then part of it is just, you know, we obviously haven't had him throughout most of the season, and power play, you know, despite its recent struggles to score goals, has been a real strength for us throughout the season. So we've got some guys that we're pretty comfortable with in those spots, especially now that we've gotten healthy with Simmons and Thornton, and Matthews, of course, is feeling and looking better. But you know, we want to see what it is that he can bring there, and you know, we'll give him a chance here tonight. He's had a couple of shifts here and there at different times, but looking for something a little more solidified here tonight.